One of the saddest thing we do in relationships is that we introduce people to our conclusions and not to our thoughts. We tell them what we like, what we dislike, who we voted for, what we believe in, what kind of future we want. Rarely do we show them how we arrived there. And maybe that's the problem. Because your thoughts are not just thoughts. I mean, they are just thoughts, but they are not just thoughts. I'm gonna make sense to only few of you, so I'm not forcing anything on you. If this makes sense to you, then please continue. If it doesn't, then feel free to skip or just do anything else. So, I was saying that your thoughts are not just thoughts, they are maps. They are patterns. They tell you what excites you, what scares you, what you need to consider, what you need to neglect. They tell you how to make meaning out of things. They tell you what you value, what kind of childhood you had, what kind of future you are trying to build, and much more. Two people having completely different opinions can come to one single and similar conclusion. But that does not mean that the other person is just like you. A person not wanting to have a child and then another person not wanting to have a child can have completely two different opinions. One might be scared to become parent and the other might just want to have freedom. Sometimes the destination is less important than the journey because journey is more beautiful, and in front of that destination matters less. You give much more importance to the journey that brought you here. A few days back, I went on a trip to Spiti with my family, and obviously, the roads, the view, the people around, and everything was much more beautiful and much more fascinating than the destination when I arrived there. I mean, everybody was standing there getting pictures clicked and making reels and everything. But yes, the destination was good and cool, and it was very pretty. The view was pretty, but the journey was much better. To me, that journey holds a very special place because that random Maggie spot, very small lakes on the way to the destination, those are the things that make it much more beautiful. I hope this makes sense to you. And similarly, intimacy begins when someone stops meeting you at your answers and starts meeting your mind. When they hear the messy versions, the version that does not make sense, the version that says that I do not know if that makes sense to you, but it does make sense to me, and in my mind it's perfect, and this is how I see it. That is the moment you are letting other person know your thought process, and you are building the foundation of a very 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 greatest relationship. It does not always have to be romantic. It includes everything, be it a relationship with your family, siblings, parents, or friends, colleagues, or anyone. Of course, I do not mean to say that you start to be like this with every person you meet. Not everybody deserves access to you, but the people you want to build life with probably do. They do deserve to know you. They do deserve to know how you reach those perfect conclusions or how you see things. Not every room is safe for your naked thoughts, but the people you want to spend your life with and you see your future with, they do. They probably do. More or less, you will see that every relationship runs out of performances. Eventually, the jokes end, the dates end, perfect version of you gets tired, and then what remains is what you think, the way you interpret the world, the way you make meaning out of things. that's what is left behind. And if someone never meets that part of you, they might know your habits, they might know your favorite color, they might know your favorite brand, they might know your birthday, your coffee order, or your favorite dish, your favorite food, but they will never know you. We think that part is for the later, but you need to know that you need to be truthful to the person from the very first day. You cannot build the foundation on some random bricks. You need to know that the foundation is strong. And whatever is very cheap or whatever is like not good for the foundation will eventually fall off. And the moment it falls, that is the moment relationships start to have miscommunications. Maybe that's why honesty feels so intimate. We feel that wherever we have good conversation, where we have transparent communication, we feel very much connected to them. And for that moment, you stop introducing people to who you are becoming and introduce them to who you are. Stop pitching yourself to every person you meet. Not everything is business. And I might say this again that yes, everything is business. Yet not everything is business. Certain connections does not have to have any reason. Like introduce yourself as who you are. Naked thoughts. This is life as it is. I hope I delivered some valuable insights and hope to see you in next episode, episode 5.